What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024. Heading to my first service call of the day. An existing client, he's got a maintenance agreement with us for his HVAC systems. And he's got a second floor central air conditioning system that is not cooling properly. We're going to the incorporated village of Hewlett Bay Park. Hewlett Bay Park is located in part of the Five Towns in the southwestern corner of Nassau County on Long Island in the great state of New York. Let's go see what's going on in his Taj Mahal mansion, because that's what it's going to be. Let's go see. Okay, thank you. Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Pleasure to meet you.
Me too. I work with your company so many times.
Yes.
So, with the problem, the couple days ago, it's not like couple days, it's 3 days ago, it was in my garage leak.
Water leak.
Yes.
Okay.
So I just figured out because no pipes, nothing there. So we go to the
Second floor?
second floor, the unit, stay there, all around the unit, the water.
Okay.
So I think it's clogged the drain.
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe something else.
Okay. Hopefully not.
But
How do I get there?
So she's come, he give the key, she showed the where,
Okay.
and after we will see what's going on.
Okay.
I just turn off, it was turned off, now I turn on.
Okay.
So,
So you just turned it on today?
Yeah, just
Okay,
turn
very
on
good.
before you come.
Okay, let me see what's going on
Okay,
and I'll...
this door.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
It's open.
Oh, it's open? Oh, okay, I didn't know. Thank you, sir. Very hot. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So here it is. Alright, so we have a 110 volt condensate pump here. Little giant model. Looks like the float switch is... Nope, that's power. So I thought that was a float switch for a second, so... We could have a problem with our condensate pump. Yeah, looking a little crusty in there, but not overflowing with water. If this was wired for a float switch, I would highly suspect our condensate drain to be clogged. So let's get the tool bag. We'll cut the condensate drain maybe right here. Check to see if this is clogged going in or going out to the pump. Throw a union on there for future servicing, and hopefully that's the problem here. Hopefully we don't have a cracked condensate pan inside this coil, 4-ton, 48, 49 right there. So this 4-ton coil on this no name. Looks like a Nordine. 90+% efficient furnace. It's 90 plus because of the PVC venting and fresh air. So let's go get some tools. 1-inch gas. Not too shabby. Let's get some tools, see what's going on. All right. By the way, that little Taj Mahal right there, that's on the market for $7 mil. It's a knockdown, by the way. It's a knockdown. Let's go see, get the tools. All right, let's cut. Let's see. She's clear. And with this, I can feel the air coming out of here. There's no restriction here. Coming out with intensity. All right, so as I was gluing back in, gluing in the union, some water was flowing out of my condensate. So we know this is clear. We have to suspect the pump. So let's get some water, let's test the pump. All right. So our water level in there is climbing. And there's the pump. She's pumping. By the way, this is just the closet. Looks like I'm in Neiman Marcus or Saks in the next room that I walked through to get here. So she's pumping away. See that? She's pumping. She turns off. I don't know where this thing's going, but I think we have I think we got a frozen system going on here. Low charge. I don't know. All right, so I got my Testo 557s hooked up to this outdoor Goodman unit. Let's pull power to this bad boy. Let's make sure that they balance themselves out. We had a low side pressure of 75, high side of 200 and a little over 200. Let's see what's happening with this thing. She's not even condensing, so I don't know what the deal was with it leaking water. Being frozen maybe had something to do with it, but that one just came on moments ago. That's probably for the first floor of this pool house. What's up with this, though? There's probably another something or other here. Maybe for this ductless Fujitsu. So our systems our high and low pressures are balancing themselves out, so I doubt anything's frozen. Looks like we have an undercharged system. All right, got the good old 410A. Here I am trying to do this one-handedly, because that's what I love to do for you guys. Okay, that's on. Crank that open, make sure that's closed. Actually, let's close that right now. Open. Let's flip the can upside down to charge as a liquid. Let's purge out any air. Beautiful. Purge out air out of vapor. Liquid. Okay, let's make sure we're zeroed out. I probably should have zeroed out before I did that, but okay. Our pressures are equalized. Let's see if we can add any. Yep, it's already taken some. So I'm gonna see if I can add a pound with the system off and See if it takes it. All right, 1 pound. Let's plug her back in. All right, I went back inside. I took a glance at the filter when I first walked in. A little bit more. I took a glance when I first walked in at the filter, and the filter appeared to be clean, but I just wanted to go back inside and double check before I really start dumping refrigerant to the system. But it looks like we're going to be at 5 pounds here. I got the Easy Seal. This is up to 7.5 tons. We'll throw that in there. And instant gratification, gas and go, baby. So let's review. We'll start with the basics, just so we're all on the same page again. That's me because of the ring. Your system has a leak. In a sealed system, leaks are not good. Okay, that means it's a hole or fractures in the system, and the gas or the refrigerant, in this case it's Puron, which you had earlier referenced as Freon, but nonetheless the refrigerant is leaking out. And when you have a leak in a system, there's 5 things you can do. Number 1, you do nothing. If you do nothing, the system will, I'm telling you like it is, right? If you do nothing, the system will run. It's not doing anything. It's just going to cost you electricity to run.
It's like fan.
Correct, like a fan.
Yeah, but why is leak?
So that's a good question. Let me finish the 5 things that was over. Number 2, we add refrigerant. Adding refrigerant is like getting a blood transfusion from the doctor, but not getting stitched up. So it's still leaking out. Number 3, we add a sealant. We add a sealant to the system in an attempt to seal the leak. There's no warranty or guarantee on it, but the sealant that we add also incorporates a dye or a fluid that is visible with an ultraviolet light. So should it leak out again, and it may, we can look for something, look for the dye. And it's much faster than electronically looking for it. I have equipment that in our shop that we can electronically look for a leak, but we could be here for hours and pinpoint it to something, and that's just waste of time, which costs you money. Number 4, we look for the leak and then we fix it or replace the component that's leaking. And number 5, you replace the system. You were saying why was leaking before? So that's a very good question. So one of the first things that you also assumed, that I assumed as well, is that maybe the drain is clogged. I've never stored a system before, so I immediately assumed that something's wrong with the way the humidity that's being extracted from the air by the air conditioning system, the condensation, as it drains away to the pump. All right. Once I saw the system, you have a pump.
Supposed
to get rid of the water. Right. So once I saw the system, I saw that you have a furnace. You have a coil above the furnace. The coil extracts the heat from the air that is treating or conditioning, and also it removes humidity. The humidity turns back into water vapor, and that white pipe goes into the pump. So the first,
you talk about plastic pipe.
Plastic tubing, yes. So first thing I do, assuming it's clogged, I cut the pipe and blow through the line going into the pump, and then you can feel the air coming out of the coil, so you know that's clear. So I put a union there. It's a detachable pipe designed so it doesn't have to be cut again. So if I need to clear the line, I disconnect the union, I blow through it, easy peasy. So once I saw that was clear, then I poured water into the pump. The pump, which some have a safety switch, which is wired to the system, which turns off the cooling. This one doesn't have it. It looked like it was because they didn't plug the pump into an outlet. They just cut the wire and they wired it to the furnace. So it looked at first that it was a switch, but it's not. I poured water into the pump a couple times. It pumps it away. So now I'm thinking, okay, so let's check the outdoor unit. I checked the outdoor unit, and the piping, we normally refer.
It's cold.
No, we normally refer to it as beer can cold. Right? It's an old saying from years ago. You touch the pipe, if it's beer can cold, it's good enough for me, right? But it wasn't.
Okay, so warm.
It's ambient temperature or room temperature. So okay, let me check the charge, and it's low. But it's too low where it's not. If it was a little low, the system would freeze. You develop a block of ice on the system, and when it melts, the drain can't handle all that melting ice, so it overflows and then it drips through the unit and onto the floor.
I understand.
but it wasn't that low at the time, right now at least. So maybe, just maybe, the filter, I don't know. At the end of the day, what I do know is that the system was low on refrigerant. I added 5 pounds of refrigerant to the system. I added the sealant with the dye, and hopefully the sealant works.
Okay.
Honestly, it's probably not, but something's better than nothing,
Okay.
right? And it's also instant gratification because it's also 85 degrees up there as well.
Yeah.
But as I said before, at the end of the day, you will be replacing something, whether it's the very loud outdoor unit, because it's very loud, the indoor coil, or hopefully not both. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that's how you do it. Explain to them all the options that they need to know. 5 options. And educate them, because as Cy Sims said many decades ago, an educated consumer is my best customer. Catch you in the next one. Be well, God bless, stay safe.